Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you just got here, I'm Jose. I live in New York City and I am currently unemployed. I know that doesn't sound good, but I'm here to say that I think I just found my favorite park so far, and it's not Central Park. Let me show you guys. So that's the Manhattan Bridge, right? If you can see, like all the way from across where I'm standing right now, and I think the last time that I've been to this park was like a year ago, and for some reason it became one of my favorite parks. Not only because I get to see the Manhattan Bridge all the way from here, but because it's so big that you can just walk around and no one else is gonna bother you. I think you're gonna be able to see the Manhattan Bridge like closer from up here. I just moved from where I was. Let me zoom in. Yeah, that's the bridge. Cool, right? Yeah. So, so this is where I am at right now. I'm probably no, not much better. And I kind of just wanted to come all the way to the park because I feel that I needed to clear my head, but also at the same time, I needed to do a life far from where I live. Not that I hate where I live right now. It's just that sometimes you just need like to be really, real away from all the things that you're used to, just so you can like take a clear hint or even like a clear thought about everything that's going down. And I'm sure that you guys already know, but in the last video I told you guys, I mean, not in the last video because I'm not so sure when this one is gonna go up, but I told you guys that I was fired from my job. I was let go from the job that I was doing for a long time. So that made me feel like, okay, what's out there? What's next? What adventure can I go in? And that made me go into a journey that some of my friends have been doing in the past, and also they took on this adventure to do a work and travel holiday kind of thing. So they went, abroad to Canada, Australia, and they went all these different places just to travel, but at the same time work, so they could, make a living out of that. And I tried to look for, different websites and also companies that would, help me find the right opportunity to do that. So then I contact a few companies that like travel agencies, whatever, and all of them were telling me how old I am because I just turned 28, and they were like, because you're 28, that's the limit of the program, so you cannot apply if you're 28. And I was like, that's literally different what the website of you guys is saying right now. It says that the program can be done by anyone between those ages of 18 and 28, and I'm 28 right now, so I think I can apply. And he was like, yeah, but it's recommendable that you do apply, before you turn 28. That's okay if you turn like 28 during the program, but not before the program starts. And then I was frustrated because, I was already frustrated with the whole situation of, not being able to like continue to do the job that I was already doing. So that made me realize that I might or might not want to take, like a full gap year this upcoming 2025, but that is not so certain to the yet because I still have a lot to figure it out. And right now I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that. Of course, I'm still applying to new jobs, related to marketing and also finance, because that's what I've been doing, for the longest. So I'm still applying for those jobs, but at the same time, I know that right now is not the perfect time, for companies like hire you right now, because I know that when it comes down to December or even January, that's the time that we see a lot of news that big companies or even smaller companies are letting go of the employees. So that's usually when we see a lot of layoffs, right? So that was not a good time for me to be let go. But it's whatever. I mean, I understand that it would have to happen at some point. I mean, I understand that jobs are like relationships. Some are meant to not last, the longest. But I was just kind of frustrated with that, so that's why I needed to take like the weekend following to that, just to be home, like be riding in bed all day and having nothing else to do. Cause I didn't feel like doing anything those days. But right now I figured that okay, you had the time to lay down to really think about everything that you went through and really experience that sense of I'm being fired. So you have to back up now. You have to get back to it right now. So I'm slowly getting back to it. I didn't do grocery shopping last weekend as I usually do on Sundays because I had a big grocery shop list. The weekend before that, that's when I went to New Jersey. Do you guys remember to Jersey City to the Walmart? So that's when I had, a lot of grocery, and also I felt that my money really valued way more than if I had gone to, to the local supermarket in Brooklyn, close to where I live. So that's there as well. And I've been thinking, what if, I need to take a deep like breath and let go of a couple months to not work and also just focus on myself, because right now I have a couple savings that I can rely on. But at the same time, I don't want to spend all that money towards, the life that, I'm going to be living because I don't have a job, to have an income from. So it's kind of confusing to me because I don't really know what to do. I'm like, okay, I'm not desperate. I can continue to apply to jobs. I can take on interviews and also take my time until I'm hired now and also back to the, corporate America that I am used to. Or I could just take, my time spending the money that I have on my savings account in the bank because I get to have the luxury of do that. But at the same time, it doesn't really make sense to me to be spending all these dollars on a daily basis if I'm not having a dollar income, if that makes sense. At least to me it doesn't. So I was thinking maybe I want to move from here to some place that would make my dollar saving account um, be worth way more than it would be if I stay here. So these are a couple things that I've been thinking about and also considering of making a move. So I think the first option would be going back to Brazil, not for the long term, but just for the meantime that I'm still looking for jobs, and also spending money towards rent, grocery shopping, transportation, and also just basically living, right? So I know that my money would be worth a lot more if I go back to Brazil. I know that that also can happen, but I just don't know at what extent that would be possible if I did the same thing if I went to Mexico. Because literally, Mexico is like 2 hours. It's a 2 hours flight away. So I can take the flight from New York City to, I don't know, Mexico City. I haven't thought about going to Puebla or even Cancun. But Cancun would be I think that would make more sense if I was still employed and also having a income from the work that I do, which I currently not. Because I don't know if you guys know, but right now I don't have no income from YouTube. I'm still making videos. I'm still sharing my experience with you guys and also oversharing sometimes, but I don't still make any money off of AdSense or even like the YouTube in general or my content creation. But I know that's gonna take some time, and I'm not in a hurry. I know that if I want something that is going to last for the long term, I have to be patient with that, right? Because I know that sometimes we in life get to be very excited about something that would give us like a very instant result, and that result is not going to last, for the long term. So right now, I think I'm more focused on having the long term results, so that not only applies to my content life creation, but also life in general, like when it comes to jobs, when it comes like to relationships, and even like is smaller things in life, right? So I'm always interested on how that is gonna unfold throughout the years and also throughout the decades. So that's something that I was able to adjust my mind to really think about. Okay, I can have that sense of doing something else right now, but I can also think about how that is gonna perform throughout the months and years in the long term. So that's something that I always have to keep in my mind. Don't look for instant results. Don't look for it right now. Just focus on, how this is gonna come across and how that is gonna give you results in 1 year, maybe in 4 or 5. I don't know, but that's something that I try to apply to my personal life. So whenever I make decision choices, relationships, even if it's like a love relationship or if it just is a friendship, I always think how that is going to benefit me from the long term. So saying that, I've been thinking of Brazil, Mexico. I even thought about Thailand, to be honest. And Thailand has been on the back of my mind for a while now. And not only because you can make a living just with a few savings in dollar or euro, but because it's so cheap, it's so healthy. So I was thinking, what if I go all the way to Thailand, or what if I go to Vietnam, Cambodia, even Bali, you know even if it sounds like expensive, you can also find a way to live in Bali, like on a monthly budget. So that's something that I have been thinking as well. But at the same time, Thailand is not close, right? Thailand is really, really far. So that we have to take, something into consideration because, a round trip from New York City to Southeast Asia would cost, I don't know, maybe $1,800 to $1,000. And that's already something, right? Plus the monthly expenses that I would have in that country or in those countries, because I don't know if I would be able to like to navigate through Southeast Asia, because that's something that I really wanted to do. So at the same time that I really want to go to Thailand, I might not do that because that's really far. So I was just thinking, okay, so that would make me come down to two options. So Brazil or Mexico. And as far as I still don't know what decision to make, I'm still gonna wait to see, what else, I'm able to live here in the US and also in New York City until I make up my mind that I'm gonna be moving to a different country, a different Brazil, even if it's just for a couple months, 6 months. 10 months, I don't know. That is all going to depend on how much I'm going to be able to plan ahead of my life, making the sense of how much I have on my bank account and how much I would be on my monthly budget, and spread out that money throughout the month. Or even if I'm going to be able to get a job right now or even the next 4 or 6 months. And that would also make me think, is it worth it go back to the US? Is it worth it continuing to be here in Brazil or Mexico? So I don't know. All I know is that, I have 6 months free of visa. That's right, my Brazilian passport allows me to live visa free in Mexico for in the total of 6 months. So that's something. And in Brazil, I don't have a visa. I don't need a visa. I'm Brazilian, so I can always go back to my home country. But at the same time, the job market is not the greatest. So that's why I moved to the US because, it would make more sense, to make money off of this market and also be paid in US dollars for the knowledge and also for my time. So definitely, continuing to look for a job within the US or even Europe. I don't know and how that works. I think I have applied for some jobs earlier in my career, but that would require you know a European country citizenship, which I don't have, and also I don't see a way to get that, but you could also apply for visas, right? But I think that whenever it comes to the job market and also to my experience that I have lived so far, it would make more sense for me to continue to, work here in the US, because I'm gonna be able to like earn my money in a dollar amount. So I'm gonna be paid, hourly in dollars, but also that's something that I've been used to. I'm used to speak not only in English in my work environment, but also my day-to-day basis. So that's why I prefer, to have a U.S. job, U.S. based job. And also, I feel that at this point, after so many years living and also working in the U.S., I feel that I have already adapted to the American way of doing business, and also that wouldn't make sense to me to like go back to South America, and also not even if it's just a really good opportunity. I don't see myself, living in South America anymore. And that's something that I'm thinking, that's something that I have set on my mind today, but that can change in a month, in a year, in 10 years. So I think that also being able and vulnerable for those things to happen is something that, I should be able to do, because you never know what's going to take, where your gonna life is gonna take on. So you just have to continue to be open, right, to those situations and opportunities, and eventually the right, perfect, the most fitting opportunity is just gonna come across. But that's something that you have to work towards on. So that's what I'm doing. I continue to work on my English. I continue to apply for U.S. based jobs, and also opportunities that align with what I have been doing for the past 10 years. But also that would make more sense to me, because that's what I see myself growing and also going in that direction, right? I think I have, spoken for a lot of time, so I'm just gonna show you guys around the park. So right now is actually, what time is it? Okay, give me a minute. I'm gonna check what time is it. Right now is 1 p.m. and I have a meeting at 4. So I just wanted to, give you guys a quick update on how, things are going over here. Let me know also in the comments how are things going for you guys. I wanted to know. This park is beautiful, y'all. I mean, this is truly my favorite park so far. I know that I have not been to as many, like natural parks or even like bigger ones, just like the ones in Utah or even California. But this one right now is the most favorite, at least to me. So shout out to Fort Tryon Park. You've been, a great escape for me. Not only when I felt like, I was heavy, I had a lot going on in my mind. You always supported me and you always embraced me for who I am. It feels like I'm saying that to a person but I'm not. I'm telling you to Fort Tryon. And if you guys have not been to this park, I'm gonna make sure to put the location down in the video description so anyone can come and check it out. And also, let me tell you, I'm not gonna be able to hold on up until the sunset at the park today, but the sunsets over here are like truly not heartbreaking, but breathtaking. That's what I mean to say, right? Yeah, sometimes it takes me a minute to realize the right word I have to use. But let me show you guys. The sunsets all the way from here, right? This is my Audi bag, this is my coat, and this is the spot that I'm currently filming from right now. And this is the view that you can see, like all the way over there. Over there is gonna be the Manhattan Bridge. It's one of the most beautiful bridges that you can ever see from the city. And I don't know if you are able to walk across the bridge, but If you could, that would be something that everyone should do. But I don't think that's possible. At least all of the times that I tried to cross the bridge, I was in a car or even a bus, so I don't recall seeing anyone around just by walking. And that would not make sense right now because it's winter, and the closest that you get to the river side, you're gonna be colder. So right now it should not be the perfect time to do that. But that being said, I just wanted to sit down. I mean, not sit down because I'm not sitting right now, but I just wanted to give you guys a little, feedback. Oh, right now, oh, the camera is almost falling, and it's literally like close to the edge, so not good. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about giving these live updates and also these thoughts on corporate America and also the cost of living in the city, which is not, it's not good. I mean, when you have a job that someone is paying you in dollars and also the fair amount, you get used to it, right? You can pay rent, you can shop groceries, you can go out, you can go to clubs, you can do like anything that you want. But when you do not have an income that is like providing for you, I think that's something that you're gonna have to really think about when living here. So right now I'm okay. I can count on my savings, and thank God I was smart enough to do that before, months before I had, being laid over. But that's good. I kind of, I'm proud of myself now because I was saving. I was saving for a couple months, and whenever you do that, you have the possibility of do what I'm doing right now, which is like not go crazy, not go mental, because you don't have a job, right? So you don't have no income. But that's a good thing. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna go like crazy spending like each day, like getting deliveries, door dashes, Uber Eats, or even going to parties. Nah, that's something that I'm able. I can afford it right now, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm conscious about the money that I have and also the life that I want to have. So I think that it does not apply not only to this moment but also any moment in life, right? So thank God, I have a conscience. Thank God, I have been through therapy long enough to know that I have to make those decisions that are the hardest, but are the ones that is gonna make you proud, like in the long run. So if you just got here, once again, I'm Jose. I have this channel where I pretty much talk about the life that I live here in the city. I like to have to do a lot of vlogs and also to cook a lot. I mean, I cook every day in my house, and that's something that makes me really really proud of being able to do that. And I'm not to brag about it, and I'm to be biased about it, but I cook really really good. I mean, the cooking that I do, I mean, you guys should try it. It's really really good. And but that's it for today. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. What do you guys think? Have any of you been laid off whilst still living in the city? I want to know. I want to know what changes you do make. I mean, what choices you have chosen to do on that period of time. And I know that it is just temporary. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment. Yeah, I want to know about you guys. I want to know about how you're doing right now. And also don't forget to share this video with someone else that you're thinking right now. I know that this might be helpful with whoever you want to share with. And I think I'm gonna just finalize with a couple snaps from the park because it's way too beautiful not to show you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.